What's going on, Knights of Fulcrum? It is me, your boy Gilbert. Oh, is he not? Is he not here? It looks like. Well, what? No, there he is.
It's like went live and my internet's dropped. What the fuck?
It's me, Gilbert, and the frozen body of Harry. Nah, but it is us. It's Gilbs and Harry. We are back for another episode of the Fulcrum Entertainment Podcast, episode 326. And what's going on, Harrison? It's been a minute.
I don't know if you can hear this. My computer is doing some fucked up shit. Something is playing somewhere and I don't know what it is. What is happening? Who is doing this?
Oh boy.
Okay.
This is...
Okay, there we go. Right. It's something that I queued up ages ago. And because my internet came back in, it reloaded all these tabs. And so this
and then just played it.
What the fuck was that? Okay, sorry, I'm back. I'm doing okay. Yeah, other than technical issues, I'm doing fine.
This is how it starts. This is how Skynet happens. What? It starts with your computer rebooting, and next thing you know, all the nukes are going to go off. Nah, but that's funny. I've had that happen before myself, where I'll start the stream and I forget that I have like YouTube in the background, like I'm watching or I have like the stream also on another tab, and then it just starts playing, and I'm like, wait, why is my voice playing a second time? But anyway, yeah. So what you been up to, man? It's with this last week.
I've been hanging out doing things. I have been doing a lot more painting, so carried on doing that. I also we talked a while ago about crafting games, and I was like, I just kind of don't do crafting in games, and I am a bit of a liar. There is one game series that I've kind of been pretty chill with when it comes to crafting that I've really enjoyed, which is the Subnautica games. So I've played Subnautica, the first one, years ago, and I've just started playing, well, like last week, started and I'm carrying on playing Subnautica Below Zero, and I'm having a great time.
That's the one where you're like, you have to build like it's on like a Minecraft base, but you have to do it under the water, and like you can find like leviathans and stuff.
Yeah, and that's kind of the only reason why I like it is I love that it's underwater, and it's about like a lot of it's just finding fucked up fish.
See, I think that's the thing is that you don't. It's not that you hate crafting; is that you just don't want to be in like the Minecraft like Lego blocky world. Which I think that's the problem for me because I'm a fan of No Man's Sky, which is just Minecraft in space. Like,
good point.
Yeah, you're building bases, you're flying to other planets, and you're doing shit. And like it's all just the same game. I think it's just a big problem that a lot of people, or at least myself, has with that is that I just don't care for the retro feel of Minecraft.
And like it's nothing. I'm not interested in any of the shit in Minecraft. Like I mean
that too.
Sure, going into like whatever it's called, the hell or whatever it is, the Nether. That's kind of cool, but it's not really what I'm there for.
Like exactly. I didn't care that they like it took like 3 years of that game being out before I realized that there was actually an ending to it where you had to go kill the Nether or go into the Nether and fight the Ender Dragon. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Yeah, no, but again, so you were saying that you like Subnautica. What it particularly about? Is it just because you enjoy the exploring of the ocean, or what is about it that you enjoy?
There's some really fucking cool shit, I think, about a Subnautica. In fact, I wonder if I can find it. There's some, like, I think a lot of it is the leviathans, the environments you find, what you find in them can be so fucking cool. And I'll see if I can go pull it up. I did a screen grab from my PS5 of just a moment where I found something dope, and I was like, holy shit, like this is why I played this game.
All right. So is it like a creature, or is it like a thing you found, like a landmark things, like something like that?
Yeah, it's kind of a landmark. But the fun thing is it was also a creature, which is why I liked it so much.
Rock on. 88th or 885th Batman fan says, "Are you familiar with DSP Gaming?" I'm not sure what that is, or is that? I'm not sure if is that a company or.
Yeah, I'm not aware of that. That doesn't ring any bells for me. But please do explain further.
And we will definitely get to your comment down there, like in a second. You have a topic you want us to talk about. Maybe in a moment we will get to that. But yeah, I want to see Harrison's Leviathan creature.
I don't know where the fuck it'll be. Like I'm like, where? I've got my phone hooked up to my computer, and I'm like, what fucking file what folder does any of that get saved? Would it be in there? Oh no, and I will never know.
Oh,
Because I did a thing. I did a thing where I tried to optimize my PC and like get rid of all the stuff that I don't need. And one of the things I've realized is that I've removed like thumbnails from my fucking folders, so I don't know what any files are.
it's just like the file name and that's it.
Yeah, and I was like, that's so dumb. I shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have done that.
I've done that before too, and it's just like it can't do it because then you just have to go. It's like the Epstein files. You have to go clicking it one at a time to see where the shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, where would I where the hell would this have gone? What would that have even been? Like, I don't have a PS app folder, and it's really annoying me. What can I do? What can I do? How can I figure this out, Harrison? Do this. You can figure this out.
Well, he's figuring this out, so I'm gonna show some cool stuff because I actually so last week I told you guys how I was gonna go with my girlfriend to the Oddities and Curiosities Expo, and I did, and so I have a number of cool things. So first off is this cool thing. Maybe, I don't know if you here. I'm gonna put my thing full screen. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a little raven skull made out of like onyx or something.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah, so I have a little Conchu skull. My girlfriend got me a picture. It's like a little demon cat thing. So
I like it.
We also got a couple of spicy pictures, like alternative model pictures, but I can't show those because, obvious reasons. But I also snapped a lot of cool stuff. So here, let me share the screen here. Screen share, it's gonna be general, allow. Okay. And all right, so I'm gonna bring this up here. So I have a number of pictures. First off was the wet specimens. There were so many dead things in jars from formaldehyde. Like we got a little gerbil right here for $45. We had the giant rat for $55. I think there was bees over there was a whole shelf of just like little like bee carcasses in like a vial of formaldehyde, and then like there was like spiders and other stuff over on the side. That was pretty cool. I could not believe how many people were super into like this taxidermy stuff because we had a lot of like ducks dressed up like cowboys. Had a lot of like that kind of, we had a lot of the what's it called, the starfish dressed like or looking like Patrick, and then we also had starfish with buttholes. I'm not sure who wants to buy. I think this is just like mouse legs. Like that one was one thing that was like I particularly wanted to get a picture of that because I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Like, but yeah, they had a lot of stuff. Like that was just one shelf, but they had a lot of these little areas. There was one where I saw a mouse that was dressed up like it had like fairy wings. I had like a little like fairy godmother like tiara and like a wand and shit. This one was probably one of the coolest ones, I think, because this guy had some like really cool stuff where he would mount like skulls and like various things onto like the wood, and then he would engrave into them like that. Like they all had like a Viking style. Like that was probably the coolest thing I saw the whole weekend, at least in my opinion.
Oh, that is cool.
Let's see. Yeah, see, there was a lot of stuff like this where people would make little terrariums for their mouse skeleton and then put butterfly wings on it. Let's see. This one I thought was particularly funny. It's the mini weenies, and they're all just like opal and like onyx and like limestone and just various like stones. I have to ask you this: would you buy a mummified mouse?
Yeah, a mummified mouse. Yeah,
they had a whole box of them. They weren't even in like plastic bags or nothing. They were just free balling it just out there. Like that's me holding a mummified mouse, and then literally you can't see it because it's blurred out. But right here in the background, there was a thing called pocket mice, and it was a bunch of little tin cases, and I'm like, they look like chiclet cases or like gum case, like something like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I pick up one of these little cases, open it up, and I'm like, well, I don't know what I was expecting because there was a fucking mouse in there. There's a little dead mouse with like some petrified flowers or something. And I'm just like, who the fuck is just carrying like, oh, well, I got to go do my SAT. Better fucking take my pocket mouse. I'm like, I love the fact that it was there. Like you could buy skulls and you could buy like a dead mouse and shit. But I'm just like, who the fuck is just? Oh yeah, that's right. That was another one. But yeah, but who the fuck is just buying the mouse?
It's a good question. Who is just buying the fucking mouse?
And I'm like, and my question more, and I think this is really a question given to you because I feel like this would have been absolutely up your alley. There was so many things that I'm just like, Harrison would fucking love it here.
I would. There was a place. At some point, I'll go and I'll either make a separate video, we can like play it on the stream, or I'll bring some stuff up. But I'll take you through all the specimens I've got, because I've got some wet specimens. I've got some mummified things. I think I've got some mummified duck hearts.
That's awesome. Yeah, so we had like a Rango. I like how you can see where they sewed down his body, but yeah, we had a little like Rango style sheriff alligator. And then of course, I had to take a picture of this because even though we might get in trouble for it, this was probably the coolest thing because both of the nipples worked as a switch. Yeah,
that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, and the way you turn it on is you twist the nipple, and both nipples worked as an on-off switch. It was the coolest fucking thing. I mean, I also kind of like the lamp that was down here in this area because they had like bone lamps, and like they had like a skull that was a lamp that was like a lamp vase and shit like that. So I'm like, it was a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of really goofy stuff like that, and then like some master leather work, or yeah, upholstery. I don't know.
Oh wow.
Someone did some really crazy work.
Oh my god, I won that so badly.
Well, for the very low price of $666, you can have that. But yeah, like,
to be honest, I was expecting it to be worse. That's like from what I thought what the price was gonna be. I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah, and this one, see, I regret not taking more pictures because this one they had a guillotine mirror. They had like so it was a full body mirror that you could whatever put up against your wall or whatever, but it was a guillotine, and like the guillotine blade was the mirror.
Oh shit!
And so yeah, they had like that. They had these coffin, like the coffin shelves. I saw one person walking out with like a giant like chest, like or like an ottoman or something that again was in the shape of a coffin, and I'm like, that's fucking cool. And then I thought this was just wholesome, like, got your little like wizard, like I don't know, like yeah, you have your little wizard raccoon with his uranium glass. I thought that was cute, and you had a lot, and there was this particular booth. They had a lot of weird stuff. They had like they had mice dressed up like Confederates and Union soldiers. Like I saw someone. I'm pretty sure I saw someone have a raccoon that was dressed up like Captain Kirk.
Oh damn!
Like. Yeah, no, they had some weird stuff, and it was like, and a lot of it was mostly just dead raccoons and dead foxes. Like they had a whole area where you could just buy fox skins or otter skins or like various different things for doing taxidermy. So yeah, I had a lot of fun out there. I only took a handful of pictures of like the various things that I saw. Oh, and I saw there's this
two-hooded duckling. Ooh.
Yep. And again, there was a lot of those. There was a lot of people who had like I saw, I think in the background right there, you can see like a mummified turtle or something like that. Like, yeah, they had a lot of skeletons. They had a lot of like goofy stuff. There was just a lot. And I was surprised by how many people there were people in costumes. I didn't expect there to be like Leatherface and fucking like Morticia Addams and people like there were like horror-esque, but there were people in costumes like walking around, and I'm like, dude, how the hell?
I'm kind of surprised by that.
I'm like, I feel like those people are like the Comic-Con regulars who are just like, fuck it, I was gonna cosplay at Comic-Con anyway, might as well do it here.
Yeah, I guess so. You're probably
right. Why is Gilb showing off his gem? Because I wanted to show off all the cool stuff I saw, Hans. Which also, welcome to the stream. We're happy to have you back.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Hans.
Need some info. What is it? So yeah, what I was just showing was it's called the Oddities and Curiosities Expo, and it tours at least across America. I don't know if it's an international thing. I don't know if it goes to Europe or like the other countries or whatever. But yeah, it's a thing that goes across America, and like it just happened to stop through Albuquerque, And so me and my girlfriend and my brother and his girlfriend all went to go see this thing. And we're just walking around like them two were on mushrooms the whole time. And we were walking around just like, oohing and ahhing at all the cool little dead things. So it was a fun time. I recommend it if you live in America. If you see that the oddities and curiosities coming around, or if there's something like that where you live, go to it, because I bet you're gonna have a fun time. You're gonna find some really cool stuff. And now, Harry, did you find the what you were looking for? Did you find the picture?
Okay. I think I have. If it is, it has. So all of this is all fall apart. I did so much planning earlier today, like for some other stuff, but I'll see if I can find this. So, come on now. What are you fucking doing? Why are you trying to tell me to do AI shit? Don't tell me to do AI shit. I don't need AI shit. Right. Okay. So if I... No, that doesn't work. Yeah.
So yeah, Han says, this actually sounds pretty awesome. Only similar thing that we have is a sex museum in Prague. A friend of mine who lives in Australia, she lives in Tasmania, she told me about this. Apparently there's a museum out there that has a living man. Like, so he has all these crazy tattoos. Like his entire body is made in, like, has tattoos all over it, like from head to toe. And the owner of this museum liked it so much that he bought his skin. Like, what he does,
damn.
He pays the guy to sit in his museum for like 9 to 5, like every single day. And then they apparently have a contract that when the guy dies, he's going to take his body and like put his skin on display. Apparently they have the world's first like suicide machine in that museum. They have like a bunch of weird, like creepy stuff, like a bunch of like weird macabre stuff in this like museum in Tasmania. I forget what it's called, but I need to look that up as well. All right, so what do you got first? I see you're sharing a picture.
Yes, so this is a screen recording from the other night when I was playing, and I sent this to my girlfriend because I was like, this is why I think Subnautica is fucking cool.
All right, let's
see. If
see what you found. I'm saying let's go ahead and see what you found.
Yeah. There we go. Right. And so this was like, I was looking for something, and I came to an area that I hadn't been before, and spotted this giant fucking jellyfish.
What the fuck?
And I had an idea because I saw, like, you can see it's transparent. So I was like, I wonder if I can get inside this thing.
Oh no! You went inside the jellyfish. You probed a jellyfish.
I went in. It's a way to get certain things you need. There is a plant that I have not found anywhere else other than inside the giant jellyfish.
What the fuck? See, that's okay. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can.
This is one of the things that I love about this game. The scope is huge. Like, I'm currently, you measure like your depth in meters, so I'm 340 or a bit further down, meters down, and there's still further down to go. You have to build upgrades so that you can survive going to deeper depths and take vehicles to deeper depths, and then you find all sorts of different things, including giant monsters and alien technology and weird stuff. And it's a game that it makes discovery and exploration really good, I think. It is a little bit difficult with some things, like you don't have a map like you normally would, and you can't.
Oh shit! My bad. Let's put us back.
I was like, have I dropped off again? Am I still here?
No. Yeah, we could all still hear us, but we're on the screen.
You can't fast travel. You just have to kind of figure out where something is. You can't. Sometimes you will get markers, and you can make beacons and put them down. But the number of times I've found something, not had a beacon, not had the stuff to make it, and then never found it again.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like, to be fair, I did find them eventually, but multiple times I've gone looking for. Like, one of them was a shipwreck, huge, could not find it. I was just like, no, it was here. It was like, I swear it was right here, and everywhere I went was wrong.
Oh, I hate when that happens. It's just like, no, I know it was in this direction, and you go try to look for it, but it's just like it's gone. You never find it again. And I feel like, again, that's something that happens in like those Minecraft, Subnautica, No Man's Sky, like all these games that have that like open sandbox world. You're definitely gonna have that moment of like, oh, I found this really cool thing, but then you mess up and never find it again, or you die, or something happens.
Yeah.
All right. So Han says, try the original unpatched version of Subnautica for some hilarity. In the depths of, there's an area where a million teleport shooting fish get spawned just as a bug. It's Star Wars underwater.
I mean, it does sound pretty cool.
I mean, I'd be down for it. I think I don't know if I would want to play Subnautica because that whole thing, like, that freaks me. The idea of going underwater, like, I know it's just a game, but still, though, like any of those games that involve like going underwater and being in like super tight quarters and like, in a submarine or some shit, I'm like, nah, that's the kind of shit that's why those idiots in the Titanic, submersible got fucking turned into a soda can. Like, that's why they ended up turning into a fucking like, I don't want to do none of that. And that's also just, even if you could ensure that it was the safest, most like guaranteed, like, no, you will survive 100%. Like, you'll go down there and you'll find Cthulhu or something, and then the next thing you know, you've destroyed the planet.
There are some Cthulhu style things, and like in that game, there's a giant thing frozen in ice that you can find, and it hasn't woken up yet, but I'll find out. No, it's pretty cool. I don't know. I sort of like it's one of the things I like about video games. I find it really fun to go near things that I know can kill me, and then just be like, fuck it, this thing's cool. Because one of the things I'm really like, I'm really obsessive about is you can scan creatures, and I want to make sure I've scanned everything I see. So every time I find the giant monsters, I have to get out of my submarine and go like, come here, I'm going to scan you.
It's like, come on now.
Come on, don't be silly, come on. It's just a little scan.
And then it eats you, and you're just like, God damn it, now I got to do this again. Nah, but that does sound like fun. I'm glad you're having fun with that. Is there any other games you've been playing or anything else you've been rocking recently?
Well, the thing that I wanted to talk about today, and that I was preparing some things for, although I still have not got all the stuff I prepared, which I'm a bit sad about. But I wanted to talk about WWE and wrestling because I've gotten back into it.
Oh, here we go.
And it's madness. it's fucking crazy. But it's also some of the coolest shit. So I was like, I'm gonna like show off some things.
You know what? I'm all ears. Go ahead. What have you been finding, or what have you been learning about your recent dive back into WWE?
So I mean, I just sort of wanted to highlight, like if there are people that haven't seen some things, I think they should really check them out. For example, I think I've got a video here that maybe we can sort of like, analyze some of the things that we see on these shows and be like, what do we think of this? Like, for example, there's a current rising star of the WWE called Oba Femi. And I'll try and get a good picture of him, but I do just have a video of him here. He is the biggest dude, and he is pretty cool. Let's see,
what was his name again?
Oba Femi.
Oba Femi. Okay. Oh my god, that guy's a giant.
Yeah, he's absolutely gigantic. Yeah, and this is him just throwing someone out the ring.
All right, let's see what we got. Whoa! Oh!
And look, there is obviously the whole thing of like, oh hey, wrestling ain't real. but actually, I'll show it again. We'll watch that one more time. Like,
let's watch that again.
It's not the MMA. They're not doing full-on fights. Like, they do this multiple times a week. Like, so they can't injure each other that badly. They have to be back next week.
Yeah,
But let's
and like the furniture that they get thrown, like the desk that the guy got thrown into is like a breakaway desk. Like they specifically have it so set up so that when he falls into it, it's just gonna give.
exactly,
But
exactly. Yeah, the announcer's desks, all the technology on it, all the wires and stuff doesn't do anything. Just look at that.
so, I mean, but there's a reason these dudes are like, they hit like 50 years old and their bodies just break down because after doing that day in, day out, 20 years, it's gonna break you. It's gonna break your back eventually. But yeah, no, that's so. More power to them for being some of the best stuntmen in the world. But as far
Absolutely.
as like it being like actual, that's where it breaks down for me is like the actual fighting part. Like if anyone thinks that John Cena actually has a beef with Triple H or some shit like that, it's like you're a fool. It's like it's all acting, guys. Come on.
The thing I've developed the biggest problem with is the championships. Like the idea of like, oh, he's got to do this to get his chance to go to this thing and then he can become the champion. I'm like, this is nonsense. Like no sport would ever work the way this works. It would never be possible to just go like, if I beat that guy once, I get his title. Like that's just not how it's gonna work. There's like tournaments and processes and things.
Yeah, no, that's but in their case, it's just like I just have to knock you out of the ring and like and take you down and whatever, and I'm gonna get the belt.
Yeah, but also only if it's a title match, and basically the business decides if it's a title match. But you can beat the guy and it's not a title match and you don't get his title, but you can beat him once if it is a title match and you have it. And you don't really have to do anything to earn it. There's been a controversy recently. Who was the undisputed world champion, I think is what they call it. They also make no sense in terms of the names. It's the dumbest shit. But Drew McIntyre, who's a Scottish wrestler, who's also a huge guy, had the undisputed world champion or whatever it was. He then got challenged by Cody Rhodes. It was going to be a big thing of like whoever went to WrestleMania in April had to fight Drew McIntyre, but Cody Rhodes fought him, and now he won. And so now he's the undisputed world champion, and now he's the one that someone like who has won the Royal Rumble gets to fight at WrestleMania. I'm like, it's just not how it would ever work. No sport would ever do this.
Yeah, I'm like, and I'm like, yeah, it's because it's not a real sport. It's entertainment. I'm not going to decide it's not entertaining. It's absolutely entertainment. But yeah, it's not like this is like no. There's a reason that the WWE is not in the Olympics.
Exactly, exactly.
Although I think it'd be really cool if we had professional wrestling in like not that crappy like Olympic style. I'm talking like John Cena, or this scary ass motherfucker. Like holy shit, dude.
Yeah, this is Obafemi. So he's like originally from Nigeria. So his outfit is potentially a little racist, but the guy's giant. And the Royal Rumble, which happened a couple of weeks ago, it destroyed people. It was incredible. Like he stayed in the ring for a really long time and annihilated people until Brock Lesnar showed up. And I think I've got a video of what Brock Lesnar did, because Brock Lesnar, I don't like Brock Lesnar particularly. One of the things we're going to discuss about wrestling is I am not a fan of wrestlers where their whole thing is they just kind of look like MMA fighters. Mm-hmm. Like I want my wrestlers to be superheroes. I want them to be the dumbest shit.
Yeah, so Hans put in here White House UFC card, and it's because there is going to be a UFC fight at the White House. Apparently, it's going to be hosted at the White House, and I'm like, I could not give a single fuck. I could not tell you how little I care. Because just like it's probably gonna be it's probably gonna end up being commentated by Joe Rogan too, which I gotta tell you, again, not a care.
Right. So this is at the 2026 Royal Rumble. So I can't remember how many guys were in the ring at this point, like 9 guys or something. Mm-hmm. And Brock Lesnar turns up. I'm not a fan of Brock Lesnar. He just doesn't interest me that much, but the man's great. And he turned up. And so this is Cody Rhodes that he's got here. And we'll just watch the sequence that he goes through when he gets in. So Cody Rhodes, German suplex straight over. Cody Rhodes is like the biggest star right now, so he's supposed to be like the superhero for all the kids. Mm-hmm. Also, if you're into WWE, remember that Cody Rhodes is Homelander. Like they've designed all of his costumes are Homelander. While I love WWE, it is possibly some of the worst propaganda that is currently available.
I gotta see Cody Rhodes costumes. Oh, bro. Oh yeah, no, that's not. Yeah, blonde hair, blue eye, red, white, and blue. Like, yeah, no, he is the Aryan Dream.
So Brock Lesnar shows up, takes out. This is LA Knight, comes up behind him, another German suplex, and that's within 8 seconds of each other.
Just boom, boom. Oh, dude, that just ouch.
Like that, I don't like the guy. This dude who comes in, I can't remember his name. He is a new up and coming guy from NXT. His whole thing is he is bouncy. He jumps around. Trayvon something or Javon something. I can't remember. But his whole thing is he does loads of flips. He's a real aerial guy. Comes in against Brock Lesnar. Tries to grab the rope. No, fuck you, German suplex. And how far that guy flew. Like you see, like
okay, yeah, play that again. I want to see. Whoa. All right, you know what? You can kind of see when he like he starts to roll, and when he gets up there, he pushes him. He like propels himself further backward.
That's the fun of wrestling, is watching people like sell stuff. I'll show you some stuff here, but also like if you ever get a chance, go on YouTube and look for fights that include Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle is a little person who wrestles sometimes, and watching these giant men sell the throws from Hornswoggle is the most fun, pure thing I've ever seen. It's brilliant.
I find it. I mean, I don't want to say it's not racist per se, but the fact that they make the little person dress up like a fucking leprechaun.
Yeah. No, WWE is so problematic, which is what we will discuss today. Is like, it's why I need to talk to someone about it. I need to talk to them about how nuts this whole thing is, but I can't stop watching it.
Yeah, I think I like how Hans's comments that Idiocracy is finest. We're still going to end up watching a few fights on YouTube. I'm like, you know what? We elected a fucking TV star president. We're already in Idiocracy. We just need to accept that.
Oh shit!
I love that. I love the arm waving, like picking him up, moving him towards the rope. He's like, like you're right. They definitely sell it. Like I wonder how many people take this in like serious, like more serious than it is, because for just pure entertainment value, yeah, no, it's enjoyable. If you just want to see two dudes just like throwing each other around, yeah, it's exactly what you're gonna get.
Yeah, it's you can't take it seriously above the age of like, I don't know, 14. I think like is when you guys start going like, I enjoy it, but it's not. I don't have to actually be mad at Cody Rhodes because he took Drew McIntyre's title. I don't have to actually like hate The Rock. Like it's not necessary.
I'm pretty sure I forget which one it was, but I remember like being like 15 some odd years old watching like Monday Night SmackDown, and they had a thing where like they took a break from like the fighting so they could do like this guy slept with that guy's what with like this wrestler slept with that wrestler's wife, and we have a fucking video of it. And like there was a thing where one of the wrestlers was getting married to one of the divas, and like you find out that she cheated on him with one of the other wrestlers or something like that. I'm like, what the hell, man? What are we watching here?
There is a lot of, maybe not that so much still going on, but it's interesting. There is still some issues with like relationships. So like, I'll bring up some stuff about Rhea Ripley in a minute. But Rhea Ripley was in the story was with a guy called Dominic Mysterio, but Rhea Ripley is married. Rhea Ripley has has a husband who's a wrestler in a different league who's not in WWE. Like all of that's nonsense. Dominic Mysterio is now with a wrestler called Liv Morgan, and who has publicly said, I kind of hate it because I can't go on dates. Like guys won't date me because they think I'm with this dude, or they don't want everyone else to think I'm with this dude. So Yeah.
And yeah, that's as I'm aware, that's like, yeah, it's completely fake. It's like I know that whenever they say like this wrestler is dating this wrestler or this diva is dating, whatever, it's not true. Like chances are that they actually have real relationships outside of the league. It's just like it's wild to me that people care about like, oh well, he fucking like he's dating that woman or he's married to that. I'm like, you disrespected his wife. I'm like, dude, they're all actors. Come on, bro. It's like you can enjoy two dudes like beating each other up, but I'm like, but bro, just don't get it. It's not that deep. That's all I'm.
Speaking of being also, I want to get a little bit further into this thing because I love that he just takes a guy out. This dude with a kick, leg brace coming in. Okay, he doesn't get the German suplex. Everyone else did, but that guy doesn't.
Yeah, no,
and I think as we come along, what just happened?
Yeah, picks the dude up and throws him.
Oh no, I'm not going to German suplex you. I'm going to slam you with another dude.
Oh no, just throws him to the ground.
And this is him with Obafemi. So even that giant man gets a German suplex. Brock Lesnar, boring as fuck in my opinion. Except for that, he was so great in the Royal Rumble this year. And if you have Netflix, just go put it on and do something else, and just keep an eye on it every now and then. It's so much fun.
I mean, I could definitely see that. So, one year when I was at, I think it might have been Chicago or the Chicago Fan Expo. When I went to one year, they did have live wrestling there, and people were all about it, man. Like they got to a point where, they were doing the German suplex. They were throwing, like one dude climbed up onto the ropes and jumped down and like slammed another guy into the ground. People were going wild for it. So yeah, wrestling is very much like still a huge thing. Like I can see the appeal for it.
So I meant to get this. Actually, hang on. I might have some stuff up here. So right, I will show for a moment. Right. I also want. I've already mentioned this, so I'll talk about like. I think this is one of the things that for me I'm kind of surprised because it was a really long time since I've actually properly watched wrestling, and it's only since it came onto Netflix that I've started watching wrestling. So if anyone doesn't know, this is Rhea Ripley, and we'll get it up on the screen. I can imagine looking at Rhea Ripley, you might understand why I quite like her.
Yeah, I definitely see. Harrison has a type.
Yeah, yeah, might give you an idea. Also, she's a big fan of Art the Clown. So like is doing stuff like doing what do you call it? Terrifier references, So there's plenty of reasons why I might like.
Oh, I saw one of them reasons.
Why I might like her. And then if I go and find something else, she has this. There is this thing where I'm like, I don't fully understand how this is allowed, but she has a finishing move called the Riptide. And the Riptide is like a pretty classic finisher. It's great that it's kind of named after her. Like it's really cool. It's a slam down, and it almost always.
I'm looking at a picture of it right now. Like you just saw my real life reaction when I'm like, I looked at a picture of her in the middle of the Riptide. I'm like, that's wild.
Let's take a look at this little compilation, and we can sort of see what the Riptide does. Because it normally lands at a pinning maneuver, so it's a really good finisher because like she pulls it off and then she pins them straight away. And oh hey Bam, Bam has dropped in saying "mommy."
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, apparently Bam has a type too.
and that's the thing because like her nickname in the WWE is Mommy. The fans call her Mommy. The catchphrase is "Mommy's always on top."
Like, again, all of these pictures I'm seeing of this, I can see exactly why. And I'm like, and I can't wait for everyone else in the audience to see it too, because I'm like, that is. Well, that only works. That only works for one of the girl wrestlers. You could not do that if you were a dude. That would not work.
I put something up. If you could share it onto the stream, and then we'll have a look through. So yeah, so this is more sort of the end, but you can see, you get a taste of it there. Hang on, let me just turn off the sound, and then down.
She full on Amazons them.
Some of them, like she could do it from height. There's also things like this one doesn't work as well. But here we go, slam right down onto her back. you can already see it as a real classic wrestling move. And this one, sometimes she leaves it. Sometimes she's not as interested. It's not as bothered. It doesn't have to go straight into the pin, but sometimes it does. And that was one of the more PG ones, I'd say. But then Bayley comes
I gotta
down.
say, at that point, if Rhea Ripley doesn't do, if you're fighting her, she pins you like that with the Riptide, and then she doesn't like full on pin you like to the ground and shit like that. Does that mean that you're just not attractive?
It does make you wonder, doesn't it? It's like, but why? What's wrong with me?
It's like, yeah, exactly. It's like, what? You're not gonna dominate me? What the hell? Hey, what's up, Aaron? You chose the perfect time to jump in on this.
Yeah. Check this out, Aaron. I think I'm trying to encourage people to watch it because I can't believe that this is what it's like these days. But here we go, and down and straight in.
Oh my god, dude! That is so fucking wild.
I'll take it off the screen before we get into more trouble.
I don't know how much. See, again, I'm like, maybe we'll get in trouble, but I'm like, it's pretty. That is relatively PG considering what it could be. But yeah, I'm like, considering what WWE used to be with female wrestling, I'm like, I think that's significantly better than what it could be.
There was also there's another wrestler who is kind of like what's the word? Like a rival for like my favorite, who I've sort of recently gotten more interested in, and she's really cool. I've noticed one of the things that is coming up with WWE in general is a lot of my favorites, and I think a lot of the best wrestlers right now are Latinas and Latinos. This is Stephanie Becker.
The win.
Yeah, she's metal as fuck. She is.
Didn't realize she was wearing horns. That's awesome.
Yeah, she's so fucking cool. She's really cool, and I think she's like what is the championship she's got now? I can't remember what it is right now. It might be Women's Intercontinental Champion, something along those lines. Women's Heavyweight Champion. I don't know. But she's super cool. She also has this move that's pretty intense, pretty fucking cool, and is always fun when you see it pulled off. So this is a video of her doing it to, if I share it now, there's a Japanese wrestler who, again, I also think is really cool, who is called Io Sky. And she's getting beat here. I'll show another thing of Io Sky maybe later. But this...
The Devil's Kiss, apparently, is...
Yeah. Bam knows what we're talking
here
about.
we go.
So Stephanie Becker, here she goes. Right. Okay. This is the Devil's Kiss.
What the fuck? What the actual hell? That is fucking what?
It is insane what is happening in wrestling right now.
What?
I don't know what she's doing there. She's doing something. She's just, there he is. She's breaking Io Sky's back. Io Sky is actually a really good wrestler in herself. She's loads of fun to watch. But she doesn't have the Devil's Kiss. She doesn't have that.
Jesus Christ. I love that. That is wild. But again, so I like how the dudes' versions of like, whatever their moves are is just like, I'm gonna pick you up and I'm gonna throw you over my arm, or I'm gonna throw you off the stage. The girls' versions, no, they have to get down and like emasculate you, or they have to fucking slam your face into the ground multiple times while their butt bounces on your head. I'm like, I love it. God bless wrestling and its fucking fan base. I love it so much.
Can you imagine what then happens when Rhea Ripley and Stephanie Becker get together?
Oh dear Lord!
What do they do? What are they going to do in this tag team match?
Like little combat characters.
They're going to do both. They're both going to do it at the same time.
So Rhea Ripley did her move, did the Devil's Kiss with her.
Yeah, that's yeah. They both did it. There is another one which I think I might have got the video somewhere, but I can't find the moment. Which is Stephanie Becker did the Devil's Kiss to Rhea Ripley on a ladder. So slamming Rhea's head into a ladder that was folded on the floor. It was a hell of a match. It was a good match.
Delectable. That's some wild stuff, man. And like, I mean, if you are, I mean, I think Hans said it the best. That if you're thirsty, then wrestling is definitely free. Go to wrestling, man.
100%, 100%. Like, yeah.
Because you can still be entertained.
I'll try and show some slightly less thirsty things if I can.
If you can, I'm still waiting. I want to see some stuff from Hornswoggle.
Oh,
if you got any
Hornswoggle. Do I have any Hornswoggle? I didn't queue up any Hornswoggle because I wasn't expecting. Like, I wouldn't say Hornswoggle is like one of my favorites.
I wouldn't imagine so, but I just think it's funny that like I'm still trying to wrap my head around someone like pretending to get taken down by a little person.
Okay, I'll see if I can get some. In the meantime, this is Io Sky, the Japanese wrestler that I mentioned before. Io Sky is so much fun. She is just this weeb girl who hangs out with goth girls. This is again back from her versus Stephanie Vicaire. So like a double drop kick into the backflip, and then this is like how she celebrates in every match.
That's awesome.
Io Sky is super cool. She is one of the wrestlers that I also recommend, and she's a friend of Rhea Ripley. Almost all of these things connect back to Rhea Ripley somehow. For what I'm doing, but then let's see. So is
it safe to say that Rhea Ripley is at least as far as the female, WWE like league is Rhea Ripley like one of your favorite wrestlers then?
Oh, definitely one of. Yeah, I'm not sure whether Stephanie Vicaire's like starting to creep up because I like the horns. I like the whole vibe. But Rhea's always cool. She is a bit funny. Sometimes she's so goth and tall. She was in the Elimination Chamber recently, which is like a match where there's like 5 dudes or like 6 dudes or something, and like 4 of them are in little boxes, and they get released at certain points during the match.
What the fuck?
And Rhea was in it. Her box opened, and I just immediately was like, Richmond's not in his room.
Yeah, Han says, I watch MMA. Most of the time it's 2 nearly naked dudes rolling around on the floor grunting at each other. So I won't judge.
I don't think I could watch it. I don't think it's fun. Whereas like wrestling's super fun. This guy that I've got on the screen right now, I fucking love. This is Penta. He's my favorite like dude in the men's wrestling right now. He's awesome.
What the fuck? So what is up with his mask and stuff? Like, what is he just a juggalo or what's going on here?
Well, he's a luchador, so that's why he's got his mask. And he always has this kind of skeleton-ish makeup going on. Penta's really cool. He came to the WWE, I think last year. Do you want to kill the rainforest? What am I doing? What am I doing to the rainforest?
I don't.
This is not a great video. Can I download that? Rather fuck away.
Oh, damn, dude, that dude bounced.
Yeah, he's a Mexican destroyer. Like luchadors are fantastic they're so flippy, they're so fun to watch. And in fact, like I talk about watching WWE, they have a like a Mexican version going on at the moment called AAA that is kind of becoming my favorite. I might have to go dig up some people from AAA. There's a guy called Mr. Iguana who's really good. Like he's loads of fun, and he's also a really good wrestler.
So I found this real quick. I just want to pull this up. I think it's again kind of a problematic thing from the WWE, but so here I'll put it up on here. I found a Hornswoggle versus El Torito. So yeah, we got 2 little dudes fighting a big. Well, I'm assuming the bigger dude came in, but yeah, like we got these 2 dudes beating the crap out of each other. That is wild, man. WWE is crazy. Oh shit, they're gonna give him a tiny ladder. They're gonna give him a tiny ladder to jump off of. Jesus Christ.
There's a hell of a lot that is problematic in the WWE. There's also a thing where I keep talking about this, about how the WWE is a cult. Like it's a cult. Not just the WWE. Professional wrestling is a cult. It functions so much like a cult. I swear to God, it is. It's like diet Scientology.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me a like why is it like what is it about it like makes it a cult?
So it just starts to like match some criteria. So a lot of it is things like how dedicated people are to it. Families are always staying within it. So like for example, Dominic Mysterio, he's the son of luchador Rey Mysterio. There was a whole thing about whether he was actually the son of Eddie Guerrero, another one. But no, he's Rey Mysterio's kid. There is the Hart line that is going through. So there is currently, I've forgotten her name now. Natalia Hart, who's doing it. Natalia Hart. There was Owen Hart, who you might remember quite famously died doing wrestling. He was the one that fell from the ceiling. Like he's still going. So his family is still going through it. Dominic Mysterio, like I say, he's in it as a family thing. His dad, Rey Mysterio, incredible wrestler. I recommend you check out anything involving Rey Mysterio. Made the 619, one of my favorite wrestling moves. It's possible that Rey Mysterio killed a guy.
Oh,
like a guy he was fighting died in the ring, and it's sort of no one's sure whether it was because of something that he did or not. Basically, the guy like broke his neck in the ring. And the question is, was his neck broken before or after Rey Mysterio did his finishing move to him?
Oh, shit. So that was according to this, that was the Eddie Guerrero Rey Mysterio fight, the title versus mask match in WCW Halloween Havoc 1997, I believe.
Maybe.
Like or maybe not, because it says something about that it being Eddie Guerrero, but I'm like, maybe that's wrong, because that's the first thing that pops up when I Googled it. Like I looked up Rey Mysterio killed a wrestler, and it showed me the Rey Mysterio Eddie Guerrero match.
Yeah, because it was like another luchador. I think it was like so in 2015, Mexico, Gio del Perro Aguayo died after a match.
Harrison's internet dropped. The WWE doesn't want them talking about Rey Mysterio. But so I'm just gonna riff and I'll wait for Harrison to come back. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yeah. So sorry, I was yeah. So yeah, it was another luchador. It was another Mexican wrestler. They died, and like wrestling kills people like all the time, and people are still so dedicated to it, and it just keeps going, and it's something that I. Like I say, I think that lends it to the sort of the cultishness of it. And when you watch it and you start to work out like how much work these people are going through, you realize sort of how dedicated you have to be to keep on doing it. Like,
I agree, because I mean, you can only take a trash can lid to the head so many times before you're just like, what am I doing with my fucking life? You know what I mean? Or like taking a ladder to you can only have a dude like slam your body to the ground and like have what's his name, Vince McMahon, be an asshole to you and not give you health insurance.
Well, and like some of it was just like the flights. Like so there is a couple of wrestlers going at the moment. Like I say, I've been watching the Mexican WWE branch called AAA. There are a bunch of wrestlers that appear on that and regular WWE shows. So Dragon Lee is one of them, another masked wrestler, and there is El Grande Americano. And there's a whole plot line about there's another guy called El Grande Americano Original, who is supposedly the original. And there's a whole thing of which one is the fake, who and they keep fighting each other. They keep trying to unmask each other with not much success. It's an ongoing thing, but they appear almost every week in a WWE Raw episode and a AAA episode, which means that they're in like a city in Mexico on Saturday doing the live show for that. And then they have to be in like Cleveland, Ohio on Monday to go do that and then keep doing the whole thing, and in the meantime, they're fighting, training, presumably, potentially trying to recover from any injuries, and then having to get all these fucking flights. It's just so much. And
Yeah,
it's that thing of like the longer you're in it, the more dedicated you are, the higher up you get, which is why it makes me think a bit like Scientology, of how like it's all about climbing the ranks and getting to Sea Org and trying to be Tom Cruise level.
mhm,
And then there's also the one of the biggest like cult tells of it is the language, because professional wrestling has like all of its language is changed.
mhm,
There's kayfabe of, okay, we're going to keep the lie going, so that's kayfabe. And then like you have different words for everything. So if the audience goes off, you've got a pop, and that's when you've got a good reaction from the audience. A bad guy is a heel, a good guy's a face.
mhm.
There are codes for everything they do within the show. If you hit someone a bit too hard, that's stiff. And if that person's mad at you and hits you back, that's a receipt. And if you hit someone who's stiff, you expect to get a receipt. And then there's the like, if you are talking shit in the ring, and then the person you're talking shit about turns up and like confronts you, that's a show, and you're doing a show right now. Like, and they do this, and it's how you structure a cult in a way. And then there are some things which is like, I don't think they're necessarily doing it deliberately, but like how isolated you then must be from all of your family if you're flying to a different state every week to do another
Mhm.
show, and you don't get time to stop and like see people to go like, hey, this is insane, you shouldn't be doing this, right? So I think it functions like a cult.
You know what? That does make sense. And again, I feel like there's probably I'm curious about how much of that money that they have to that they they're having to travel from here to here to here to whatever, and then recover from their injuries. They have to do it. I'm wondering how much of this they are having to pay rather than the organization pays, which again is very much a Scientology thing.
Yeah, and like I don't think it's anywhere near as bad. I think it has consequences, as we talked about. There are bad things that have happened. People have died. Obviously, there was Chris Benoit was probably the most tragic example of what happens there, when he was one of the only wrestlers who allowed people to hit him in the back of the head with a steel chair,
Mhm.
and then eventually lost his mind, murdered his family, and killed himself.
Yeah, that will definitely happen. Uh, Batman fans apparently says that Scott Hall apparently killed a guy in self-defense outside of the ring before he was a wrestler. He apparently never received trauma counseling or anything for that incident. I'm like, I don't. First of all, I don't know who Scott Hall is, but yeah, that's wild. I'm I'm curious also about how often that happens. Like, how often do you think that like the guys like this they have to like how often do you think an accident happens where someone gets killed or someone gets like seriously wounded or maimed?
I don't think, certainly not in like the bigger, so like in AEW and TNA and WWE. I don't think it's that often. I think they are bigger on being safer.
Mhm.
Um, the sort of things that might happen in more independent circles, where you just don't have the money to put into safety as much as you do. I think that there's a lot of fucked up shit that can happen, and especially if you start getting into like the backyard wrestling scene, if you start looking at that kind of stuff, then people are doing dumb things, but they are loads of fun. so I don't know. It's like the jackass kind of thing.
Well, I mean, so yeah, we have like I mean, I've seen a lot of like smaller like not WWE or not like anything like that, but I've seen a lot of smaller like wrestling outfits. And we even have one here in Albuquerque. Like I have there's a dude who's in like the stand-up comedy scene who's also like a pro wrestler and does that kind of stuff. So it's I mean, I feel like it's just kind of I don't know. I feel like safety kind of starts with it's going to sound like a PSA. Safety starts with you. Like you can't really rely on your like if you're gonna be you're gonna be one of these performers who are just like flipping around and jumping around and like landing on your back and like smashing your bodies into shit. I'm like you kind of have to I feel like you kind of have to take some accountability for that and also realize that this is a hazardous thing I want to do. So maybe I should learn how to take a fall a little better. Like
Mm.
you know what I mean? Like yeah, have paramedics and have people ready to help with medical attention on standby. But at the same time, like you're like if you're Johnny Knoxville, you're not going to be surprised when you roll the car and like break your neck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do see what you mean. No, I can get that.
But yeah, so that's always that's just me. I'm like At any rate, this is interesting. I'm surprised. Like, of all the things that you could be interested in, I'm really surprised that WWE is the one. Like that.
I think it's a few things. It's really easy watching while I'm doing something else as well. So while I'm painting miniatures and things at the moment, or figures, it's quite fun to just have WWE on. And I love trash. I love really trashy things.
That's what your girlfriend said. I'm kidding. I kid.
I mean, we have agreed on that. My new dog. We've decided my new dog is my trash daughter. I am her trash father. Whenever we're like imagining what Honey's thinking, she's like, "Trash father, please, trash father, allow me to eat your dinner, trash father." Sometimes when I'm taking her for walks, she's like, "Yes, trash father. Soon the humans will know."
But honestly, I'm like, you can like admitting that it's a trashy thing. That's like not even like, who cares that it's trashy? Because I'm like, it's just entertainment. It's like, if you just take it for what it is at face value, it's just pure entertainment. It's a bunch of dumbass dudes in costumes just like throwing each other around a ring for the entertainment of like strangers. I'm like, fuck it. Let people enjoy things. That's all I. And Hans, if you want to enjoy a bunch of dudes getting sweaty and like groping each other in a ring, that's on you.
It's really pissed me off that I'm having a hard time finding some of the stuff that I prepared before, because I really want to show some of the other cool shit I found.
And so, was it just like various like wrestling moves also, or from like your other favorite wrestlers, or what was
Yeah, there's a guy who's come to the WWE recently who I'm really interested in, but he's not really done much yet. He's called Danhausen. And he's mostly been doing stuff just like turning up and doing jokes, basically, like little comedy bits. And I'm waiting for him to get a match and see him start really like showing off what he can do. And I downloaded, because he did some stuff at AEW, and I was trying to, and I had some footage of that, but I can't find it in my storage, which is really annoying me.
I gotta say, that is a statement right there. He looks kind of like Mr. Sinister, just with like yeah, go ahead.
He's really fun. And you're right, Mr. Sinister is a good example. He's more of a goofy character, and so he keeps turning up and he's like, "I'm Danhausen. Here's Danhausen's list of demands. I'm gonna go to WrestleMania. I'm gonna become WWE World Champion by the end of the year. I'm gonna be in the WWE Hall of Fame, and that's what we do. And if anyone doesn't do what he wants, he curses them." So people have started to walk, like, he got booed when this photo was taken. It was at the Elimination Chamber. They had this crate. They had a story about a crate that was getting shipped between sites, and they were going, "I don't want this. What the fuck is this?" And it said, "Don't open until this date." And they opened it. There was a coffin inside, and Danhausen came out. And he got so many boos. People were not impressed.
That's great.
He cursed the audience. But people have been really liking him recently because he keeps showing them doing these comedy bits and cursing other wrestlers who then keep losing their matches when he curses them.
Surprise. That's good. Like, that's his gimmick, is that he's not a wrestler, or he's not very good at anything, or no one likes him. He's just, I curse you, and then that person has bad luck from that point on. Yeah. Love the audiobooks. Oh, we got ND Cody saying, "Love the audiobooks. Have a good day." Well, see, you know what we should do? We should start having. You know what? I'm going to download one of the Rhea Ripley, the Riptide, and we're going to have that as one of our new things. But for this time, because they gave us the $2, I'm going to do a Harrison original.
Hey, yo, uncle.
Yes, nephew.
Uncle, there's this weird fucking chick.
Oh?
Don't fucking look, dude. Don't fucking look.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, uncle, she's been looking at me and making my dick feel weird, man.
Oh, Prince Zuko. It is time I teach you the ancient wisdoms of pussy.
Anyway, thank you for the donation. We appreciate it. And but I feel like this dude, looking at him right here, he looks like if Mr. Sinister and Pete Davidson had like a love child.
Yeah.
That's what he reminds me of. He looks like Pete Davidson with Mr. Sinister makeup on his face.
No, I want to like him. I want to like him because I think he's obviously my kind of vibe. When he turned up, relating back to your curiosity market experience, he gave the announcers a jar of teeth. Like it was one of the things he did when he showed up.
Rock on.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, has he ever wrestled before?
He has. So he was quite big on AEW, and I'm trying to figure out ways to show you some of the stuff. I also have this one thing from Obafemi that I want to show you. So if I can get that working as well.
Danhausen. I'm like, it's an awesome. It's like ridiculous name, and it does not in any way like prepare you for what he actually looks like.
Right. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. So I've shown you a bit of Obafemi already, and one of the things that Obafemi does that I think is quite cool. So Obafemi's no,
Yeah, let's not.
I
do
shared
that.
it wrong. I shared it wrong. Hang on. Let's try that again.
Oh, that's funny. 885th says he reminds me of the band Kiss. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely looks like he's trying to do his best Gene Simmons impression, but okay, here we go.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to show you this without sound. So this is like how he walks into the ring. Like he has to sort of, he's got this, yeah, you know, he's got this big pound of music. He shows up looking like, is it Umbatu from?
Umbatu. Yeah, kind of. All he needs to be doing is Ibambe.
Yeah. So he shows up like this, like he's NXT champion, Obafemi. Yeah, it's his whole thing. He's cool.
Jesus
right.
Christ, dude.
Someone
his
has
biceps
done...
are bigger than my head.
I know. Right. So someone did an edit. This TikTok is actually an edit of that. So we won't do this for long, but I'm going to share this. Completely different vibe.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, that makes it so much better. I love how he's actually like walking to the beat with it. That's great. Oh my god. You know, that definitely would make, if he were to walk out to that, I don't know, it suddenly makes him less scary, but still, the second you walk up to him and he's got a whole like foot and a half on you, I'm like, no, I don't think I want to fight this guy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, no, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm okay. Thanks very much. I'll see you later.
So, actually, with this topic in mind, I'm curious, if you were in the WWE, which wrestler do you think you'd stand a chance against?
Oh, against? I have no idea. Hornswoggle. Like I'm not going up against many people. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the bouncy guy.
I could definitely take Danhausen.
Yeah. I think a lot about like what I would be if I was a wrestler. Like, what would my character be, and like what would I do? I think I'd have to be like Danhausen. I think I'd be really weird. I think that would be my whole thing. I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to do like a wrestler who's like someone who's been driven mad by Cthulhu. So like he doesn't know he's in wrestling. like he thinks that the entire thing is like, this is stopping the old gods coming back. And he's like constantly like, no, you don't understand. I don't care about the belt. The ancient ones, they return.
See, that would be great. You win the fucking tournament. You don't even care. You throw the belt away.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that I could definitely see some shit like that. Do you think you do the face paint? You'd go full on like Juggalo?
I would like to. I would like to. One of the things that they're doing at the moment in WWE, and it's terrible. I think they've got a new game coming out. So like they do the WWE games in the same way that, you know, like Madden does games, that kind of thing. And so it's a new one every week. Tell me, do you bleed?
Imagine if you said, "Tell me."
I mean, that's the kind of thing you expect from Obafemi. Like he's the scariest guy.
Well, we already got the copyright strike from the last time, so fuck it, we're gonna do this one.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a cosplay I got at like one of the first cons I ever went to for the channel. It was just it's a fucking saxophone playing ODST. So there you go, you got that. Thank you again for the donation, 885th. We appreciate you. Oh, what is so Hans is sharing a link in the chat. Says and Ingitus, I can't pronounce that word. Similar to WWE guy. I have I don't know.
So another wrestler. I might check that out. I've queued up. I managed to find some of the other stuff that I was after. So this is some footage I found of Danhausen wrestling, and I think he's pretty good at it. So like, you know, when he's not got the cape on, like he looks more like a regular wrestler, and does some fun stuff. Like I like this throw. That's a nice jump into a suplex.
That was actually kind of a cool move right there. Yeah, I'm bouncing over him like that.
Yeah,
it's like all right. So when he's not trying to be a goof, or when he's doing his own thing in like a different league, but it seems like that. Yeah, like what you were telling me is that the WWE has made him like more of a joke, or more of like he's like just a lame, like not even a wrestler.
I think he is already a bit of a joke character. Like I don't think that's particularly new, but I am like, when are you going to let him fight? Like I wanna see him in a match. I want to see. That's what, you know. Like I said, there are loads of people that I don't think have very good characters, but every now and then I see them fight, and I'm like, no, god damn it, they're really good at it. There's a wrestler called Randy Orton who I think is so fucking boring. Again, he's just an MMA looking guy. He's just a big dude. He has tattoos. He wears shorts, and that's it. There's no character to it. But he was in the Elimination Chamber and was awesome. He was so damn cool. And I was like, oh, shit, he's really fun to watch.
See, there was one guy, I forget what his name was. I think it was something with a K. It was a really huge dude. Like he was all right. So this is gonna delay because I'm not a wrestling fan really, but he was in The Longest Yard. He was one of the comedies. He's like a big scare. Let me see if I can Google him. Kali.
Oh yeah, the Great Kali. I remember the Great Kali. Yeah,
I'm just okay. Yes, I'm like that's what I was like. He was driving me crazy because I remember that dude. Like again, you want to talk about a big scary guy who I'm just like that guy would destroy you. Let me see here. The Great Kali. Oh, here. Okay, I found something really cool. The Great Kali versus Rey Mysterio.
Ooh,
look how fucking big that guy is. Like, dude. And Rey Mysterio is not a small guy. Like that, the guy
Rey Mysterio is kind of small.
Well, all right, fine. He's, but I mean, like, he's not. I wouldn't say he's not like Hornswoggle small. And I think here, actually, go back here. Oh, dear fucking God! Yes, they do. They do have a Hornswoggle versus the Great Khali. I'm like, what kind of asshole? Like, okay, here, I want to see how this.
Just take out the other guy. That's what you need to do.
Yeah. Just punch him in the balls, dude. You are literally at ball level.
No, Hornswoggle just ain't bothering.
Yeah, no. God bless the WWE. It's goofy and ridiculous. But anyway,
I'll show some of this just things that I got earlier because I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll show that. This is Penta again, but he's also with another wrestler that I like called Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, look this up on YouTube. It's loads of fun. Sami Zayn did a no rules match against what's his name? It's not Steve-O. It's the other one from Jackass. He was in Men in Black 2.
Oh, Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville. Yeah. He did a no rules match against Johnny Knoxville. It is live action Looney Tunes. It is loads of fun.
All right, let's see it.
So yes, but that's not what this is from. I might try and find that in a minute. This was when Sami Zayn and Penta were teaming up for a tag team, and Penta has his little dance. They do it together to both flip on these guys, and it's just cool as shit.
that the Undertaker? He was doing that too.
No, the Undertaker's kind of out of wrestling, but I can't remember who it was that he was doing it to. The guy who's holding the Money in the Bank thing, he's a manager for a bunch of different people. It might have even been one of them might have been Logan Paul. I don't think it was. That actually, I haven't mentioned this.
Yeah, no, I was wondering when we're gonna get to that
WWE.
point.
Yeah,
I was wondering when we're going to get to this point of Logan Paul being a major fucking like WWE star now, or at least a star. Maybe not a major one, but he is a star in the WWE, and that pisses me off to no end.
Yeah, like he no one likes him. He is always a bad guy. Like I think the problem is like, of course he is. He doesn't care. He's making money. Although apparently he has gotten like pissed off and he's like, why the fuck is everyone always going at me? It's like, because we hate you. Everyone hates you and you deserve to be hated.
Like, dude, we hate the real. We don't just hate your character. We hate the actual you.
There was quite a good thing that happened. So there was a match a few months ago in Belfast, which was quite cool, which was nice for me because I got to watch it live because it was like in the right time zone for me to see. And there was a moment where there was a match with Logan Paul in it, which I think was a tag team match, and the camera's cut for a little while. And usually that means there's like ads or something that we don't get to see on the British version or something like that. Instead, what it was they had to cut the cameras because the audience were all chanting, Logan Paul is banned from Japan. Like over and over again. And I love how much they make fun of him and they mock him and they bully him.
Good. And you know what? While we're at it, fuck his brother too. Like,
yeah,
Jake Paul and Logan Paul, both of them can suck a dick. I did find the Johnny Knoxville fight though. I love how he looks like a retired superhero. It looks ridiculous, but so let's go ahead and bring this up just a little. Yeah, we'll go. Okay.
Yeah,
so Johnny Knoxville gets in the ring. Let's see what he did.
If you can scrub through until you see a trash can, try that. Like,
oh yeah, okay. Let's see here. Maybe it's right there. But yeah, so we were talking about with his injuries. Yeah, no, I've heard that Johnny Knoxville apparently he's gotten like so messed up from his years on Jackass that apparently like he has scar tissue in his like urethra that he has to break up with a catheter and shit like that.
Yeah, I've heard stuff like that. He is having a tough time.
I mean, yeah, it's like him, Steve-O, Bam Margera, like none of them got out of that unscathed, whether it be financially or otherwise, or physically or otherwise. Like, yeah, their lives are not going great after that.
No.
But I mean, I'm glad he can at least be a good sport about it because I mean, he signed up for like he's not just like, like he got paid and he signed up for it. He like it's not like he didn't agree to come on to WrestleMania and get the mousetrap fucking table. Boing. That's great. All right. Yeah, no. I think over this last hour and a half, I think you might have convinced me I need to start watching WrestleMania, or at least I need to start watching WWE a little bit.
Yeah, like check out some things are more fun than others. Like I think Royal Rumbles are really fun. Because like the matches are long, you get to see loads of different wrestlers. And you don't have to put up with as much of the just like talking in between. You can sort of pretty easily fast forward. It's one of the things I hate about doing it though, is I skip so much of the 2.5 hour long show because it's not actually matches, it's bullshit.
Yeah, it's a lot of crap and filler and like fake drama and bullshit that they're putting in there just to add to the entertainment of it. But yeah, no, I'm like, if it was just this for like 2 hours straight, I would be all about it.
Exactly. Yeah. And again, I wish that they could make it more fun, but they don't. I think one of the things I'm really sad about is as I mentioned it with the titles, and they treat it like it's a sport in their drama. In the fake storylines they do, they act like they're all athletes who believe they deserve this. I'm like, no, make it like an anime, make it like Yu-Gi-Oh. I want people to be like, my grandfather will be cast into the shadow realm if I don't do this. Like if I don't win this match, like something stupid's going to happen. That's what I want to happen.
If they found a way to do that, like they actually were like, oh, he got sent to the Shadow Realm. Rey Mysterio is now in the Shadow. Now he has to have someone else come and save him. He has to have his son come and save.
Why not? I think people would still watch it. I think it would still be loads of fun if we were doing that. I just was it 880th Batman sent another super chat, so I thought shall we see the Devil's Kiss duo again for the super
While
chat?
we're at it, okay, yeah. While we're at it, fuck Andrew Tate too. Agreed. You know what? Yes, Andrew Tate can suck the biggest, fattest cock in the world. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Rhea Ripley's winding up. They're getting ready, and hell yeah! Okay, let's do this.
I might have to find that one that you showed me of fuck. What was his name again? The big guy going.
Obafemi?
Like, Obafemi.
Yeah,
I might have to get that video of Obafemi with the K-pop Demon Hunters again, because that might be a good one too.
it is pretty fucking good.
But yeah, so there you go. The Riptide, the double Riptide.
Well, that was the Devil's Kiss. The Riptide is the one where
Riptide.
she's on top. She ends up.
That's
yeah.
Right. Devil's Kiss.
Yeah.
That's right. The Devil's Kiss is the one where they slam your face into the ground. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Double Devil's Kiss. There. So I don't know. We got a go ahead.
I was thinking there was one thing I think I did. I was gonna. Can I find a picture of this guy soon enough? No. Come on. Show you an image of this guy, because I mentioned before of Iguana Man. Can I find something good of Iguana Man? Yeah, Iguana Man's just like he's a wrestler that's in AAA, the Mexican WWE, and he's just really good. And I don't know how to explain it, but he's really fucking good at it.
What the fuck? Dude, this guy. So I don't know how I feel about having to paint my face every night. Like, there was this dude, there's the Danhausen. Back in like the 90s and 2000s, there was Gold Dust. I'm like, I don't know who is just painting their fucking face like this. Like, that is wild.
Do you know the guy who I showed you before and said he was Homelander?
Yeah,
that's Gold Dust.
Oh, really? He used to be Gold Dust?
What? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gold Dust was Cody Rhodes. Yeah.
Wow. So yeah,
Cody Rhodes is part of a family. There's a bunch of guys. There's a huge amount of Samoan wrestlers going on right now. There's the Uso brothers. There's Roman Reigns, who's kind of like their biggest star moment. And they're all related. They're all like cousins. They're this big family. It's really weird. But yeah, that's Mr. Iguana hanging out with some other luchadors. He brings his iguana every time, but he's also just genuinely good at it.
I like how he crawls around like a. Okay, so yeah, no, it said Hans says that no, he was Stardust.
He was Stardust. Okay, yeah. So was it his brother who was Gold Dust?
Yeah, Gold Dust was Cody's relative.
Because his brother, something else. I can't remember his name now.
This is wild. I'm like, this is the most wild thing I've ever seen in my life, and I love the commitment to the bit. Like, he picks up the iguana in his mouth and like crawls like an iguana. The commitment to the bit is fucking like just top tier.
Also, I would also say as well that like we've looked at some women in wrestling and what like women's wrestling costumes look now. Luchadoras in Mexico is even more. like there is what was her name? La Hiedra.
Whoa! Yep. I just the first fucking thing that pops up is two muscle mommies beating the shit out of each other. Mr. Iguana and La Hiedra versus Lola Vice and Lince Dorado.
Yeah, that was the first match that I saw. It was a good one. It was a good one.
All right, so let's see what we got. Oh.
Spin the guy around, chuck him about a bit, drop him, throw him.
Oh, and it's a tag team? I see what they're doing.
And like, you know, like a lot of the women that you see in the WWE had more. The WWE has some body image issues, I think, with women, but in Mexico,
one does not.
Yeah, they're a lot more into like wider hips and like different body shapes on women. That, like I say, there's so much that's problematic with the WWE. They have some larger female wrestlers, but they keep them covered up very much. Oh, and also I will say, if you're strictly here for the goonish activity that might go on with WWE, you will be disappointed by the 2026 Royal Rumble because it was held in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia.
Ooh.
And all the women have to wear different costumes. Their bodies have to be fully covered in those matches.
Yeah. Well, all right. So, I mean, yeah, on the one hand, I can see that, but I'm not. But I thought when you're talking about goonerish behavior, I didn't think you were talking about like just the girls in like sports bras and bikini bottoms or whatever. I thought what you were talking about was like the Jello wrestling or like the mud wrestling that used to like the thing that used to be very prominent in the WWE with the girls.
No, yeah. I haven't seen any of that so far. So I think actually, I genuinely think, like, honest to God, I swear, I'm not just being like, there's boobies. Like, I swear, some of the women's wrestling is much better than the men's at the moment. I think I find it more interesting. The characters are more interesting. What's going on is more interesting.
Mm. But that said, there are also attractive women.
Yeah. And it's every now and then they have like an episode that's in Saudi Arabia, and it's always really weird because everyone's fully covered up. And so everyone's got a different costume that day.
So yeah, I mean there is that, but so I think the only problem, my biggest problem with that is like we all know what Saudi Arabia is about, and I'm like, I don't think we should, like, I understand it's all about like the WWE is all about money, but it's like, guys, maybe don't associate yourselves with that. Because
I mean, they brought down the towers, guys. Like, they were behind that.
like the same thing with the Riyadh Comedy Festival. I'm like, that happened last year. I'm just like, maybe don't go support, like, show support for like human rights violations and also just active terrorism.
They cut that reporter into bits.
Yeah.
like they did that.
Like, they force their women to be covered up, even like, again, and not that I'm like, oh, again, boobies, butts, but still though, like, they force women to be covered up because it's like, oh, we don't want men looking at you. That's immoral. I was like, dude, fuck you guys. And
also, it was still a good match. like it was still a great match.
That's all well and good. I'm just saying though, the idea of that, it's the why. It's not the costumes that bug me. It's the why they're doing it. Is like, oh, we don't want lustful gazes looking at, like, dude, you know what? Grow up.
Especially like if these guys are already watching wrestling, if they watch it any other week, they're seeing it. What's the difference now?
I mean, if you tune into an American to it, like any American broadcasting like channels, you're gonna see it. I'm like, come on, man. It's no different. There's very little difference between it being on TV and then it being in it's the same fucking thing. You're still gonna see a butt. I'm like, yeah. Anyway, but whatever. It's stupid. It's sexist. Fuck Saudi Arabia. Anyway, at that rate. Oh, the comedy festival was worse than WWE or MMA in Dubai. I'll take your word on that. I didn't watch it. I didn't care about it, and I lost respect for a lot of people who took part. So
yeah.
Anyway,
it was a very clear thing of like, these are the guys who are doing it for money.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, on that note, I think we're just about ready to wrap it up here. Is there anything last you wanted to say about WWE? Any last things you wanted to share before we go?
Any last things? There are so many other things to do. If you have the time, go on YouTube. There's so much cool stuff to check out. In terms of like old stuff, go and watch the Undertaker versus Mankind cage match, the Hell in a Cell. It's incredible. It's an iconic match. There is a moment in it where you can see the tooth fly up Mankind's nose as he's tossed off the top of the cage. It's incredible. I also recommend going and watching old Kane matches. Kane was my favorite when I was a kid, and I still love watching Kane matches. And yeah, like if you're interested in getting into wrestling, that's some cool stuff to check out.
All right. Rock on. Well, and so I think I might have become have been converted in the last hour and a half. So we'll have to see. I'm definitely going to be checking out at least, or I'll put it on in the background while I'm like, I don't know, while I'm drawing something, or while I'm like while I'm working, I'll have it on in the background so I can just have, mindless, something mindless, and then every now and then I'll be like, oh shit, look at that, he slammed him into the ground. Oh shit.
Well, one last thing I will say, that as a warning, there is too much wrestling. I will say that. Pick
much.
one. Like every week you have NXT, Raw, and SmackDown, all of which are like 2.5 to 3 hours long, and then you have an hour long AAA stream on Saturday. Pick one or two and watch those. Because otherwise you can never escape wrestling, and you'll burn out on wrestling way too fast. So yeah, don't try and see everything.
Oh yeah, no, you'll get burned out quick, and so yeah, pace yourself on wrestling. It's like a Marvel movie or a Star Wars movie. Just pace yourself.
Yeah,
but all right. So I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up, though. I'm gonna say thank you to everyone who's been here. Thank you to Hans, to 885th Batman fan, to ND Cody, and of course to Aaron. You guys were all hanging out with us, and we appreciate it. If you guys, if you were just lurking, make sure you comment next time so we can shout you out, and then maybe give us maybe donate to us like these guys, like these awesome folks did, so we can give you a funny little clip or something to play in between. But yeah, until next time, tune in on the 28th, because the next week we're not going to be, or at least I'm not going to be here. Like if Harry wants to take the reins and do his own stream, that's absolutely fine by me. But I will not be here because I'll be in Florida. So we will be back with another episode on the 28th, however. So cool. Until next time, I have been Gilbert.
I've been Harry.
And this has been the Fulcrum Entertainment Podcast. We make sure you like, subscribe, comment below, and do all that good YouTube shit. And we will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.